Article by the Wall Street Journal not too long ago. Uber bought up Postmates. How's this playing out? Well, Uber Postmates combo could be a raw deal, folks. Newly released financial details suggest that Postmates might not turn out to be as tasty as Uber had hoped. So it seems Uber Technologies may have been hungrier than investors appreciated. A regulatory filing last Friday by the company, including new details on its previously announced acquisition of smaller food delivery rival Postmates, seemed to fly under Wall Street's radar. While Uber has touted the deal as highly synergistic, projecting it to accelerate its path to profitability, fresh financials included in the filing seem to spoil some of the promise of that narrative. I'm going to include the link beneath this video, right? Before we go back to the article, quick shout out as an influencer. You have many sponsors in your channel, you give them a shout out. I only give companies a shout out where I believe in the product, the service, or whatever protection plan they are offering, right? I'm not going to promote products or services that I would not use. I use Cova. It's a great gig protection plan. As you can see, they cover all the gig working companies. It starts at $7 a month. You get 1 free month with my link below. Check it out, play around with the dashboard. Now, back to the article. The filing gave an update on Postmates losses, which have continued to grow, albeit at a slower pace than last year. This is despite solid demand for food delivery amid the pandemic. According to the filing, Postmates had an accumulated deficit of $929.3 million as of June the 30th, compared with the previously reported deficit as of March 31st. That means Postmates lost more than $32 million in the second quarter at the height of the pandemic, despite Uber reporting that Postmates saw an implied $1 billion in gross bookings in the period. Meanwhile, new details on the evolution of the acquisition agreement also included in the filing indicate that before the pandemic precipitated boom in food delivery, Postmates financials looked less than stellar. Initial acquisition discussions, which began in May of last year, apparently ended in part because Uber determined that Postmates economics remained in a challenged state. The filing also suggests that Postmates might have passed on 2 alternative deals with special purpose acquisition companies in June of this year, in part due to its need for cash to meet future capital requirements. Uber said in July that it expects to incur more than $200 million in run rate synergies 1 year after the close of the deal, while Postmates management pegs annual cost savings from the deal at $225 million in the filing. Those synergies are key to Uber's profitability next year, especially given the fact that Postmates forecasts included in the filing imply its own revenue would have been growing more slowly than Uber's on stand-alone basis. Interesting. So you can read the entire article below. One more quick shout out to Cova. Here's one thing I really like about Cova. If you're working for Postmates, the article was just about Postmates or any of the other food delivery companies, Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, etc. Let's say you get one negative complaint that leads to deactivation. Suddenly you find yourself in a position that you've been taken off the app and you're losing that income. They have a legal arm called LegalRideshare, phenomenal company that protects gig workers. They then send out the legal letters to DoorDash, to Grubhub, to Postmates and say, hang on, you wrongfully terminated our client. You need to immediately reinstate him or her. So for $7 a month, folks, do it. It's a no-brainer. The link is below. You get 1 month free from me. And your input, if you're a Postmates delivery person, or if you work for Uber Eats, they've partnered up now. Let me know your experiences about these companies. Have a great day.